JD in the Duffle Bag podcast, myself, Chuckie online. We are sitting in a very PUMA-esque studio, which is a studio that I'm very familiar with that isn't usually PUMA-esque, but it looks kind of good today, and I do like it a lot. But the most important thing is I am sitting with somebody that I've known for a long time, but I'm not even gonna introduce it normally. I'm just gonna say I'm sitting with the GOAT. Well, go on. I'm sitting with the GOAT.
I appreciate that, bro. Scary.
Yeah, well, go on.
You're good, my guy.
How are you, bro?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Just taking everything in its stride, and you know what I'm saying. It's been a journey, I guess, for everyone this year.
Facts.
A life-changing journey. You know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess I'm just taking it all in its stride.
It's funny when I walked in here. Yeah. Obviously, we embraced each other and that, and it was like, hold on one second. Like, you know, we see
normally
each other.
See each other
right
through the year with this industry events or whatever. We normally see each other a lot. So
yeah, man. But things have been alright with you.
Yeah, bro, man. Up and down, you know. Just life situations, but just trying to. It's a
lot of life situations.
It's mad. I'm on a mad like spiritual journey, so to speak.
I see it.
It's mad, bro. Do you know I'm still learning myself?
Oh, listen. Let's talk about that. You know when you say like still learning yourself. Yeah. I feel at this because I was saying like on a different pod, that like I've realized now for me, I'm doing a lot more unlearning than learning. Do you get what I'm saying? Like. There's a lot of things that I just had in my mind and in my subconscious and stuff like that was normal to me. Yeah. But then I'm realizing with conversations and speaking to certain people and even listening to myself.
Some stuff ain't normal, bro.
You understand?
Bro, I had a mad conversation with the guys. I won't even go in too deep into it, but it was just like, I realized the conversation that we had and I had to pause in a moment. I said, that's not normal. We wouldn't really want our children to go through that. It was so mad, and I was thinking, mad, that was just proper normal life at one stage. Yeah. And it's not until a man was sitting there and reminiscing about certain things and thinking, that sounds mad, my guy. Yeah. But that was a normal thing at that point. Crazy.
Imagine, and then you look at it now and you think, right, imagine like your son talking about that,
bro,
or your daughter talking about.
This is what I'm saying. So it's just like, we're just trying to shred ego at the moment. And learn about much about myself as I possibly can, and sometimes even take in what other people are saying about me. Sometimes it may feel like mad overwhelming or criticism, but even just trying to shed enough ego to be able to listen and be like, Rod, you know what, I do have that nature, or I can adjust. Do you know what I'm saying? Because
you never used to take the criticism very well before.
At all, bro. But then I realized in order to be the best version of me, it's just more listening sometimes.
Facts.
It's just more, you know what I'm saying, taking things in, and everything's not a personal attack. Like, everything's not a personal attack. I ain't got to rise to everything. I was saying to someone the other day, they was asking me about just like how a man's manoeuvring now and the difference in how I was manoeuvring when I was a bit younger in terms of the business. I said to someone, the most important thing I've learned is, okay, we all have our plans, I said, so you put this plan in action, but if you're constantly retaliating to other people's moves, and whether it's a draw out or not, your plan is never fully in action, so you're always reacting to somebody else's plan. Facts. Which is helping them, whatever their plan may be. Your thing's on hold, but you're always reacting to something, and a lot of times it comes from an insecurity.
100%.
So I just kind of had to work on myself a bit more to where I weren't reacting to everything. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
it's almost like working on changing the default. You know, like your default, when you come from a certain place or certain environment or whatever, and something happens, your default is a certain way. And as you get older, your default can still be that. Before you know it, you're reacting and lashing out and doing all kinds of stuff.
100.
But then you have to get to a point where you start thinking, all right, you know what? I need to adjust my default settings a bit. Do you get what I'm saying?
And that's it right there, bro.
Yeah.
That's it.
I'm going to start asking a few people this actually, How different has 2020 been for you to what you actually expected it was gonna be?
I thought 2020 was gonna be crazy musically, first and foremost. For myself, I thought, okay, I was probably the last person to tour in the country. I think March, last show.
Yeah. You did
Kentish,
Kentish
to
Town,
the point where I heard that the track listing's still on the
oh, is it? Yeah,
because no one ain't, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But I was prepared to, I had Mozambique, and you dropped that, like, album would have been out by summer.
Right.
Had loads of festival dates, the main festivals lined up, so I wanted to perform new music. So basically I was going by that, and then everything just kind of just went like even the direction of the video Mozambique was because we couldn't shoot, you know what I'm saying, so we had to kind of think, okay, what's a good substitute. Yeah.
It's mad, you know, because all of what happened, obviously everyone was affected in some way, shape or form or whatnot. When you got these, it's like the live and the entertainment industry in particular was like the first to really feel it. Do you get me? Yeah. And it's like when you now have got a project now, you know that you want to start doing festivals, you want to start performing. Because ultimately, like, I don't know, I can't speak for every artist and that, yeah. But there's like that. There's one thing being in a place doing a set. There's one thing being in a studio making music or whatnot. But one thing that everyone wants to do, hold a mic, touch a stage.
When you see like the tunes ringing off, or even some that's not working that you thought let's talk about that as well. Even some that you thought may have rung off and it's not ringing the way it's meant to be, but then there's this one that you was ignoring and it's
then it pops.
Ringing.
Yeah.
You're thinking, no.
Actually, what happened? Have you had what song would you say? Yeah,
bro,
or what tune did you do?
Do you know what I done though?
Go on.
Watch this. One take, yeah. I shot 2 videos to one take. The first video, it never rung off. And I was sitting there at home. I remember I was sitting there thinking, I ain't wrong, you know. There's something in this one. Rudes is saying to me, you sure? I'm saying, nah, come. I think it was like Boxing Day. I've rung up everyone. Now we're shooting again. Just meet me at this house.
Yeah.
And then we shot it. And then that one started picking up nice. And then everyone started doing their versions and it it's weird sometimes, you know.
Did you have one though that you thought was gonna proper ring off and it just didn't? And like, and also even like, because I always think as well, it must be mad doing a show sometimes, yeah? And like, you've got the set list or whatever, you might even leave a one tune out.
Do you know what I do, bro? I don't do my set list till I get there.
Is it?
Do you know why? There's so many versions of Ghetts. Sometimes, when I'm going to certain shows, I don't know if it's the artillery show or the No Mating show.
I hear that. Because that could be subject to the area. London, you know what it might be. But you know what? Manchester, it might be different.
Bro, trust me, bare times I have to say that we'll just pre the crowd from the tour bus or just and to see what's like. There's so many and now there's Black Rose Ghetts and Next of Kin Ghetts and that is so many. There's not just one type of Ghetts that people feel. So sometimes we just feel it at the show. Sometimes my encore tunes are different.
Yeah. And sometimes the vibe's different. You know, this has come to my head quickly. Time ago, I saw you. Not time ago, maybe about a month ago. I see you tweet. You said James Brown. That's it. That's the tweet. Why did you say that?
Because James Brown, a lot of people don't understand. Like I kind of study lineage of music and understand who's inspired what and why some people are the way they are. So like obviously we're all Michael Jackson fans, big Michael Jackson fans. We know the story, but it's like for years I've been kind of watching James Brown and then seeing Mike pay homage to James Brown and Prince, seeing Prince and Mike pay homage to James Brown, and just understanding that without that human being, a lot would not be here today. Do you know, bro? Like James Brown, like so sometimes when I'm talking about him being so young in comparison to James Brown, people be like, "Well, you know about James Brown." It wasn't so much our era in it, but you know what? You still, the thing is, I feel like even from being young or whatever, you still just you saw greatness. We may not have been able to actually articulate why it is great. Like we didn't know in it. It's only until when you start studying certain things, you start thinking, Brown. Oh, hold on 1 second. Nah, his thing was super separate. It's like he's rapping, before rap. Like, who says, like, what singer says, like, sometimes I look in the mirror, I gotta step back, I just want to kiss myself. Oh, you's a bad mother. Like, yo, bro. like he, like, he had, like, that's, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I do you know what though? You know, like, so this is one thing I did during lockdown, is I started to go through people's catalogs. You was actually the first person I did it with.
Respect.
And I thought, you know what? Like, I don't know what made me do it, but I like watching music documentaries on artists and that. Do you get me? I like watching, you know, documentaries about certain things that happened or whatever that I may not have understood at the time when it happened or come out or whatnot, but you know what I mean? It just puts, like, these are like different pieces of puzzles that get put together. So anyway, now, one day I said, you know what? I'm just going to go through not only your catalogue, but I'm going to watch sets. I'm going to do all of that, and go all the way up to now. And I'm like, I remember just going and having a separate conversation with someone, and I'm like, the evolution of Ghetts has been sensational. And like, I think that one day, a lot of people, and I'm not just saying, like, you know, I say these things, and if there's a problem or something that I think is not good, I'm gonna say it the same 100%. Way if I'm a fan of something. Do you get me? 100%. But I'm like, one day we're gonna sit and have a real conversation about what is happening now, because for somebody to be in the game for so long and to now have reached this level of, you know, constantly getting better but tapping into different energies and stuff, is sick to watch. And a lot of us ain't necessarily understanding what's going on, but at some point we will. And I can see, like, there's something different about you. I don't know what it is and where it's come from, but I know you was talking about just like conversations with your friends or whatever it may be. But like, I guess the question I want to more bring up is like, what is inspiring you at the moment? Like, what is it? What are you tapping into, bro?
Bro, in all honesty, it was, like I said, just working on myself, and then also understanding what people think is in my locker or my capabilities. That's just like 45-50% of the story, and understanding that a lot of people are surface listeners. So, and why I don't get wound up anymore, it's like, we hardly have people that talk about on music that actually really know music. You know what I'm saying? When we're looking at football pundits, I'm not a man that's not really a football man, but we're looking at people who've studied the game over years, who have played the game, been involved in the game, and have seen every game, a good majority of the games.
Right.
So me, it was like, just close everything out, and just focus on music and enjoy it again. Just learn to enjoy it. And when you're enjoying music and it's not, I'm not making this type of tune because I want it to do this in that realm. When you just remove all of those things of the boxes of, what is it though? Forget that. What tempo? Forget that. Forget all of those things. Just forget all of that. And all you have is vibration.
Do you feel like you spent too much time worrying about what other people are thinking? And if so, say it was a pie, say this is a pie. How much percentage of that did you care about what people thought about you as an artist, and I had
it all wrong. I thought people knew what they was talking about.
Right.
So I cared, because I thought these were people that knew what they was talking about.
I hear you still.
As soon as I understood, I started studying them. I realized you don't even know what you're talking about. I'm cool. I am what I think I am.
Right.
You don't even know what you're talking about. Nobody walks into a film and watches one scene, then gives their friend a full summary of that film.
Yeah.
You haven't seen the film. But this is what people do with music. They listen to an artist's singles, haven't been to any shows, haven't been to nothing, and then come and give you a full summary.
I know. That, yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Then come and give you a full summary. So what we have now is loads of consumers. A lot of people don't leave their house. So you're consuming certain music in the wrong capacity anyway.
Facts.
Do you understand? So as a man that loves lyricism, I love lyricism. That's no lie. But in the capacity of a club, that might be not what I want to hear. But something that I might not listen to at home, I might find very enjoyable in this capacity right now, because it's a different. And I'm a man that lives quite a full life, I would say, in terms of I'm out here. I love going out. That's no secret. But at the same time,
you're shufflers as well, boy. I see you out there doing your dances.
I love music, you know.
Yeah.
I love.
If
music.
you weren't barring, you would have been out there.
Maybe.
Break dancing and spinning on heads.
Maybe Olympics next year as well. Trust me.
Yeah,
but just enjoying music in different capacity and understanding what that vibration is causing helped me get better, because when there's no like, I can't explain it, right? When I'm writing now, there's no boundaries or limits. I don't care if it's not your authentic sounding grime. Tell me where you're gonna find that. Like what I've just did. Tell me where in the world you can find that combination of things, because it's so true to me at this point that you're so it can't be criticized on a level of like it's not that, but it's so Ghetts, because where else can you get it from? Where else are you gonna get words put together like that on something sounding like that at that speed with that energy? Where are you gonna find that? You can't, because it's so him. And that's where I'm at with it.
And you know what? Something that you mentioned just a moment ago as well is like being in certain settings, listening to music and that. Because for me, you know, like an album comes out and sometimes people, you know, 1 minute past 12, the album drops, and I know for the artist it's good.
I'm seeing the mad review, bro.
Yeah, you see, exactly.
I'm
like, wait, hold on 1 second, the album come out at 12 o'clock, and at 2 minutes past 12, you're on track 8.
Man is saying this is the maddest thing.
Yeah.
I'm like,
do you know how annoying that is for me as a man who loves artistry?
I could imagine.
As a man who loves artistry, I'm seeing you on track 9 already.
Yeah.
But I also understand as well, and I think for me is that like, you know what, every people do listen to things differently or whatever. For me personally, there's times where like a project comes out, I might not listen to it for a moment because I'm not in the space. I'm not.
Yeah, you're not in
there's
the
certain
space.
people I need to take in a certain way.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying?
I understand what you're saying. There's certain people that do certain things that if you're not in that space, you ain't gonna understand.
And then I think, how do you? this is me. This is my own thing, innit? But sometimes I look and I think, but how, I don't understand how you find your space. You find yourself in the space to be able to take that in there, or to be able to comment so quickly on this piece of. So there's certain styles of music I feel like you can do, but there's certain artists I just don't feel like you can.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I just don't feel like you can. But for me, I'm like, I have to sit and really take this in. Sometimes I'll be rewinding a song over. Do you know how long it takes me to finish an album sometimes, bro?
Yeah. I could imagine a good album.
If I hear a bar, I hear a line, I hear the way the beat drops a different type of way, the production might change into... I notice something, I'm coming back. Yeah. I need that again.
But those are the great albums.
Yeah.
What you're talking about, the variation, the subtle changes, the key changes, the little things here and there. Those are like people that have put time into their craft and how it sounds and how it's presented.
Talking about craft though, I've heard you mention before that you don't feel like you've mastered it.
No way. Nowhere near it.
That's interesting to me.
Nowhere near it. Because, you know what? There's so many different ways to approach music. And what's weird is that we're all learning off each other. Whether we like it or not, subliminally or not, we're all learning off each other, you know what I'm saying? There's certain people that their powers are just, you know what I'm saying, with pockets and this. It's mad. Yeah, I don't think I've mastered the craft from there. I don't know.
That's good though. That's good though, because I guess that like feeling like you've done that could be a positive and a negative. You can go in with a level of confidence where it's like that it's just that, innit? But then you could also have a level of complacency that
but what is actually mad at this point, I am just competing with myself.
Right.
I don't really listen to there's only really two or three where I feel like
yeah.
I feel like
you go in the studio.
If I'm not on 110%, and I gotta go in studio.
It could be
with
problematic
this
for man.
This is problematic. You know that, but you know what circle that is already, and we always bust joke about it.
I love that, bruv.
Yeah,
honestly, honestly,
you know
from
what
a
I
fan
love?
perspective, and I talk about that a lot.
Do you know what I love though? I love the fact that it's never animosity.
Yeah.
Like I love the fact that the way I feel when one of the man them say to me, "Oi, your head's coming off," you know. Like I actually feel excitement because I think, where's bro gonna push me? To this point, why is he saying that? He knows what the level is. So why is he talking like that? That means
he's talking like that because he's coming that
day with
a different extra. You understand what I'm saying?
And now, do you know what's mad? It's like now I've met another human being that's not from our generation, that's like that, and he's excited, man.
Who's that?
Dave.
Right.
Like when me and him chat, we chatting like it's me or 3-2 or me and Kane or me and Giggs, like, you know what I'm saying? When we're talking about rhythms, like it, and I said to him, how, because obviously I've realized that the younger generation, they compete in numbers, which is all good, but it's a different type of competing. So I said to him, how you flying like that and you still want rumble? I love that. You know what I'm saying?
I said to someone that I felt like with Dave, he as an artist, and you're right actually, because there is a different type of competing now, and that competing is more numbers driven, than more so talent driven. That's just the time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's their thing, and I respect it or whatever.
Exactly.
But there's a small percentage, where it's like Dave is in that small percentage where his numbers does very well.
Storms was on that though as well.
Right, Storms is on that too. He's in that small percentage where it's like, I want to be in this field where I'm respected for the artistry and the bars amongst my peers that I've looked at and I've respected. And I remember saying that I felt, just from a person who's watched this thing a lot, Dave would benefit from the other generation that is above him, that has been on that level of competition. So him being in the studio now with somebody like you, or somebody even like Giggs, or even Tef, to be fair.
So Tef is a huge talent.
Yeah.
Sick, big up Tef.
Like he would then benefit off when I heard Dave on flipping
Straight Murder.
Giggs' thing.
Straight Murder.
Is that what it was? Straight Murder?
The one that's just gone.
The one that's just come. I
Murder.
said to myself, I knew in my head, and I could be wrong, but I knew this is not I'm just doing a song with Giggs thing. This is I'm coming in to do my, you understand what I'm saying? And he did it before on the last thing.
Yeah, because that's how Giggs will come at you on the phone.
Yeah. So you know now, when he's coming in the studio with you now.
But with our songs that we've done so far, have been more conceptual songs.
Right.
So it's not that realm yet. Right. We're gonna get to that realm.
Yeah.
We're gonna get to that.
I want to talk more on that, but that's for the. You understand what I'm saying? When you you see, when you look at who you were, as Ghetto, a young buck from the area that you came from, and that, and only you would know at that point, like, what you were trying to get out of what it was that you were doing. And you look at all of the things that you've achieved, the moments that you've had, the moments that you didn't have, all of these things, all the way up to now. When you go back, do you feel like you got the things that you wanted out of what it was that you was doing? Does that make sense?
Yeah, I feel like for me, I feel like it was a blessing, and in things not happening super early for me. Like it's a blessing. I think financially I was doing just enough to live a nice sort of life, you know what I'm saying, financially in the earlier years. But I think it's a blessing that we're here now and we're able to conversate like this, because I feel like it's that the journey's been the journey for a reason. Like nothing was before its time.
Yeah.
Nothing's late. It's you know what I'm saying, it's on time. And in just terms of me as a human being, and I don't think mentally I was ready for it anyway.
Right.
I don't think mentally. I know myself well enough to know that if I'd accumulated a certain amount of wealth or
success,
like success, I don't think my brain was ready for that, man. And that's why even when I see certain youths acting in a certain way, I try and judge not, because I always think, bro, like at that age you had such and such, and you know what I'm saying, you would have been. So I try and judge not, but yeah, man, God has been good to me. Yeah.
Everyone comes into it when they need to come into it.
Yeah, and I was a late starter. Although people put me in it's weird because
late starter.
Yeah, because what happened? What they've done is you lot have all put me in the same classes like Kane, Titch, all of that. But I started all like 3.5 years after them. But it was the fast track where it didn't seem like this. Yeah. You know, like it was the fast track, and I was obviously doing a lot of work as well. But it was that initial fast track which made it seem like this is his year group, when really my year group would have been like Napa, Shizzle, Ryder, you know, such and such.
Yeah. I remember when you came up, because I remember there was Willem. You was like the unruly one, bruv. Man would just look at you and you could just tell by your energy, bro. Yeah. You was on some unruly thing. And then also just like the Kano like resemblances and all of these type of things. But you was always on this, I'm coming out and I'm just doing my thing. Yeah. And when I step into a place, you're going to know exactly what it is.
Yeah, I love that fearless energy though. You know what I'm saying?
You still have some of that?
Yeah, I still, because each move is, you need that. It just may be channeled in a different way. Yeah. It just like maybe a bit smarter about the way we channel that energy now, but that energy still needed. It's a fearless thing. Just fearless, innit? We need to get to the next level.
Do you feel like the genre got what it essentially, or I mean, how could we work out what the genre wanted? But just from your perspective, my
perspective may be flawed. I'm not actually like a gram purist. Yeah. And my perspective may be flawed when talking on gram. But I say that to say this. I feel like nostalgia is what stunted the growth of gram. If like that's just me being honest. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I've got nothing against sets or anything like that. Nothing. In fact, that's the training ground. That's the reason why a lot of our stage show performances are very clean. You know? But at the same time, with me, I felt like when I was pandering to what the purists wanted, I wasn't growing. Yeah. You know?
That's interesting still.
Cause I can turn into go radio. I can do that right now. Yeah. I can switch it on it's quite easy. In fact, it's one of the easiest things for me to do. So I never felt challenged doing that. But and there's a difference between Ghetts on a tune and Ghetts on radio.
100%.
There's a raw energy. There's even a difference in the writing. Like the writing, because in terms of radio is sick, innit? Radio is like reason why everyone love radio, the consumers and MCs alike, because we was clashing in the open. It was open warfare, right? Yeah. Yeah, so even though most of the time it never went overboard, and sometimes the consumer couldn't even tell, but my man saying something like straight after me, and then me wanting the mic back, that's sick, innit? But you write from that perspective 24/7. Right. So what you've got now is your trap.
You write from the return, innit?
You write.
So it's like, you're in that mindset of there's gonna be a point I pass the mic and he's gonna say something, so I know that I've got this for that.
There you go. So you're forever in the cycle of writing like that. But as soon as you step outside of that, you're able to. You can wear your heart on your sleeve now. You can talk about things that you're going through. So what was happening with that scene is that, don't get me wrong, you get a lot of people that are into that, but there's so many not, because they're not finding anything relatable. You know what I'm saying? Like there's no one saying anything relatable at this point. So for me, it was kind of like, bro, you have to make the decision, because every time I see them putting me in certain categories, whether I was at the top of these categories or was not, I was like, that's not who I am, bro. Like, that's not what man's on. Like, it's just not what I'm on. And I realize, bro, it's up to you to make the decision and do the cut point of, like, someone sent for you, okay, let it go, bro. You've got a plan, you've got a mission.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you've got a plan.
That's got to be difficult, though.
That's one of the most...
That's the ego thing you was talking about.
It's the most difficult thing, especially when you're someone that you'll wipe the floor with.
Yeah.
Bro. You see, when there's someone that you'll wipe the floor with, it's very difficult because it's like,
this is a W I could just take and pull it in my pocket.
Yeah, but then it's not really a W. It's only a W for the person whose plan that was. You're diverting from your plan.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
I hear that.
You're diverting from your plan. It doesn't matter if you put him in the bin. Now, the problem is when they tell your story, his name's attached to your story.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm not on it, bro.
That's true.
I'm not on it. You think I've been working like this day in, day and out, like day for someone to just come and attach themselves to my story? I'm not on it, bro. Because the consumer can't think outside of their own entertainment. So they're going to be like, he's shook, he's nervous, he knows he'll get smoked by my man. These times you've been planning for 2.5 years straight, bro. Your next run has been in the plans for 2.5 years.
Yeah, that's all part of the plan.
The man think man's sitting down, like just chilling. No, bro, we're planning. Like every single day is a plan. Yeah, and once you're in this position, what people have to understand, how much of us are in our families, have got the first opportunity of generational wealth? How many of us? A lot of us are the first.
Right.
You have the power to change the dynamic of your family's situation for the next however long. And you're telling me about a clash.
Yeah, I hear that.
Are you alright? And this goes to show where both of our thinkings are. And that's it.
Yeah.
That ain't part of my plan. You feel what I'm saying? Because now I'm thinking about, bro, this opportunity ain't a joke. I wasn't thinking like this at 19, 20. I wasn't thinking like that.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about throw your best shot and see what happens.
Yeah. But we weren't, them times there, the landscape of everything was so different.
Yeah.
You couldn't see opportunity, really. Unless it was to take somebody's head off.
Exactly. Now man's trying to just move accordingly and just, bro, I don't bother no one don't bother me, bro, and just get to the bag and build and do what we're meant to do. You know what I'm saying? So when it's time to step back, you can look back and say, boy, look what I done with that opportunity.
Right. Bro, I'm enjoying watching how this is unfolding now anyway. But even just going to the music side, I heard Mozambique. And see, when I heard that, I was like, oh, right, this is cold. Listen to it a few times, whatever. Listen to it in a whip, whatnot. And like, then I'm thinking, all right, let me search for the project that this is on. Because for some reason, I just didn't think it was your tune. Because I'm like, what's the girl's name?
Moonchild
Sonelli. Yeah. So I'm thinking, like this might be a part of like something that I need to check out. Do you get what I'm saying? Then I realized, oh, Rice, your thing. Went back, listened to it again, then listened to it again, then listened to it again, and I'm like, like. Firstly, how did you link with her, and why did you link with her? And I guess this goes into like this, I don't know, this space that you're moving into a little piece. Do you get what I'm saying?
Okay, so I just finished shooting The Intent 2018 January. Now Damon Albarn and his team from the Gorillas, some people that I've worked with before on something called Africa Express, where I've gone over to Barcelona and done a festival, like one day in and out thing.
Okay.
And it was talking about a writing camp in South Africa. But I had just been in Yard. I'm thinking, yo, what? Leave from here to South Africa. That sounded like a plan to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm down for it. I've gone over there now, writing camp. I'm meeting different people from different walks of life, different parts of the country. You know what I'm saying? And some people not from the country, from home. And just vibing and talking to people, and I just felt really inspired. So now, you know me, I'm quite quick with the bars, so I'm going from hut to hut.
Okay.
I think I'm doing my thing. Yeah, I think I'm doing my thing. Yeah, so I'm talking about one day now. I must have been on an ego one. Yeah, how many tunes you done? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I done about 6, 7. But every hut I'm going to, Moonchild Sonelli's got a tune in there already, and her voice and frequency is so crazy. And I'm listening.
Different.
I'm saying, who is this Moonchild Sonelli? Every time I'm getting to a hut, they're ranting and raving about Moonchild Sonelli.
Yeah.
So I'm like, who? And then I met her. But you know, one of them people that's got a mad star aura.
Right.
But it's so inviting, so sweet. So me and her kind of hit it off straight away. She's like, man, eccentric. So we just been vibes-ing, whatever, vibes-ing. Done a song out there, but it weren't really, I didn't really like it too much, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, she comes to England, rings me, where are you, homeboy? I'm like, yeah, I'm here, I'm over here, you know what I'm saying? Come and link up, and then let's go studio. And I've been telling myself something for a little while. It's like, every time we do a tune with somebody that's not from our world, because we almost have more of an understanding because our background of worldly music, and you know what I'm saying, we go into their world. I said, I want to bring her into my world. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking, I'm not confident to play her Mozambique, but at the same time I'm thinking, what's the worst that can happen? She just ain't gonna let, you know what I'm saying, play it to her. So
what did you have of it, or just
my verse,
yeah,
a dead chorus, which I knew I weren't using.
Yeah,
it was just like a filler,
yeah,
and JK's verse, but no extra production on it either. So just a loop. Then I'm playing it to her. She's vibing in the studio, and she's asking me to break down the verses. I told her, and then she was like,
oh yeah, because she might have needed certain references.
Yeah. And then she was like, okay. I said, you understand? She's like, I don't know, bro. She got up, she walked in the booth, and then she done, I don't know, bro. And me at first, I never heard nothing like that. So my ears was like, but the studio was full, yeah? The session before, so the session before me was still there, just leaving. Had like 3-4 girls as well. They're going mad. Mental though. And I'm looking here and I'm thinking, am I missing something? Yeah. So I've taken the engineer out of the room. I said, bro, he's gone, that's a madness. I've come back in the room, I've played it again, yeah. I'm like, oh, it's a madness. It's a madness. I can hear it. It's mad.
Yeah.
Like, it's mad. But initially, I never heard nothing like that on our sound, so it took a while to digest.
For the brain to take that.
Yeah. And then after, I was like, nah. Then whoever I'm playing it to, any of the man them, when the man them are linking me, where's that rhythm? I run that rhythm. Like, you know, man getting in the car, they can't get the rhythm, but you know, every time they linking me, run that rhythm. So, yeah.
That's when you know you got something as well, you know. When the man them say, right, yeah, play that again.
Because they don't really like much.
Don't they? That's good sometimes though.
Yeah, I ain't got, you know, like the yes men.
I love that, bruv. Because most people have that. But sometimes, obviously, there's like, obviously the no thing is whatever that is and that. But sometimes, do you have like a good music ear in the team though? Like just someone.
I got a great music ear in the team. Big up my guy Shan.
Right.
He's someone that normally hears the music first. The only time me and him bump heads is because I over-record for the album. He'll just get mad like, what's not making that album now?
Yeah.
So where's that one guy? Where's this guy?
Yeah.
Send that. Like it'll be, cause every time he's linking me, there's 5 to 6 more tunes.
Yeah.
So he just
I'm assuming you've done that with this project as well.
I do that with every project. I just record every day. I might not say this project was easier because from Ghetto Gospel New Testament, I never stopped recording.
All right.
So I was already in the groove of things while still living and learning, you know what I'm saying, and growing. Sometimes when you take a break, them first initial sessions are a bit rough. Yeah. It's like...
rusty.
Yeah, we got something here, have we not? Dunno. Plus no direction of sound, right. You know what I'm saying? Or even, normally we do conceptual albums, so there might not be no direction at first. This one was fairly easier.
Yeah. I saw. I didn't see whether you did the promo beforehand or whatnot. Yeah, I didn't see the promo building up to IC3. I just saw the video.
Yeah.
And when I watched it, I was like, oh like I'm like in my head, I'm like, rah. I ain't seen these two together for time. And then I was thinking, hold on, one sec. Yeah, I feel like, and I know everyone has their own stuff that they go on in life and whatever, and friendships and whatever, and dinners and that man never do it, whatever, yeah. But you know, like when you're even when you check for someone, you're just watching what's going on in it, yeah. But I'm like, right, I ain't even seen these two stand next to each other for years.
So it'll be like there's an unspoken thing, but there was nothing. There was like we just cool.
You and Skep just what? Like, yeah, exactly. Because that's cool. What I thought that in my head. Yeah, when I'm listening to the tune afterwards, I'm like, I'm doing my whole thing of like just dissecting it in my head. Yeah. But I'm like, right, hold on 1 second. Was there a thing? Like,
that our thing was probably the most professional. One of the most professional beefs. It feels strange even calling it beef, bro, because it was well structured. That you know what I'm saying. It was well structured. You know, 1 year I remember my man. Remember they used to do the residency in Iron Upper.
Right. Yeah.
And I remember 1 year he come back and he rang me. He's like, "Yo, everyone sounds like you." But my man's a layered thinker still.
Yeah.
Everyone sounds like you. This is mad. We got a war. Because he's knowing that if you just let this, then he's changing the dynamic of what's to come. Right. But warring will split it down the middle, as it, you know what I'm saying?
Of course.
Always does. So yeah, that was just structured. There was never been a time that
that it was like that deep and that. But like I think looking at it, I probably would have thought you two come together or whatever, you lot might have just went on, just spazzed, innit?
Bro, I'm no capping. I done the opening, and cause I done the opening, I said to Donnie, you should come in when the beat drops, because I've already spoken on that intro sort of thing. And then when he said that, as soon as they told me about the power of the black skin, I unlocked it, then I tapped in.
Yeah.
I just looked at him and I said, I know where we are with this one. And then straight, as soon as he said that line, my brain just tapped into that realm of, okay.
Yeah.
Then I start talking to him about the MBE and like I'm just, but I'm.
So now you're having a conversation in the studio.
Right. We're going back and like I'm coming out the booth, he's going in. I'm coming out, he's going in.
But in the meantime, are you having conversations?
We're having little conversations here and there and talking about certain situations and certain things. But I just feel like it's important at this point to have a message behind things, especially where we are now. I feel like if you still listening to me now, you've been listening to me for how long or whatever, or even if you're just coming on board now, growth shouldn't be a question.
No way.
It shouldn't be a question.
No way.
You know, and if I am saying something close to what I was saying earlier in my career, it should be a reflection thing. You know, it shouldn't be like, this is what's happening now, because it's not. You know what I'm saying?
That's interesting, bro. I remember you said in there. There's a bunch of, actually, we'll do that another time. But even just that, how are they gonna block us when the flats are us or something like that? I'm like,
how they gonna block? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Yeah, it was good to see you two together still anyway. And I can't, bro, honestly, but I can't wait for this project, bro. Honestly, I can't wait for it. I want to wrap this up in a bit, but one thing that I wanted to bring up quickly, actually, was, see, like when you look at drill, I had a conversation with Lowski recently, and we was talking about a bunch of different things. And there's one thing I forgot to talk to him about, but for me, in my personal opinion, I feel like that conversation of the violence and the music and stuff like that, is boring to me. I feel like you hear this over and over again.
You've seen it.
Yes, exactly. The
differences between you and most and some of these other people. You've seen the same conversation with
over and
you saw
over.
The same conversation with grime. You're seeing, so a lot of people are just of a certain age now, feeling like it's new.
It's a new thing.
It's not new.
And
it's
essentially,
new, like
someone the metaphor that someone actually said to me before a while ago is that, like, if when discussing something like this, you want to try to discuss the root and not just the branch or the leaf of the tree. Yeah. And so, although I understand at times where there could be a small conversation about this, there could be a small conversation about it. To have a whole conversation about it, to me, is completely boring.
Bro, if that's their reality, then that's their reality. I'm saying the content won't be able to change until the reality changes. So if they're changing the reality via this way, I said, bro, when I listen to my content at 19, 20, some of it I can't listen to, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I can't. But I got this chance to grow. And then the content changed because my life had changed.
Yeah.
And I was just speaking about my reality at that point. However raw it seemed to other listeners or some of the consumers, I had a chance to grow. You know what I'm saying? So, God willing, a lot of these guys get the chance to grow because, it will just sound, when your reality changes, it will just sound like you're capping, bro.
Yeah, of course.
And we know that's not, you know what I'm saying? So, just give them a chance to grow, bro. Just get everyone deserves a chance to grow because at first, you ain't making music. You see, like, placing this role model role on everyone straight away. It's insane, bro.
It's mad, isn't it?
It's insane, bro. Like, you see, like, when I see this, bro, when I see, like, cancel culture, like, for some
that doesn't exist in my opinion.
For whatever they want to cancel some people for, do you know what I think to myself? Have you not heard what he's been saying in his raps?
I know.
Are you alright? Like, are you alright, blood? I swear to you, Chuckie. Chuckie, I swear to you, I think to myself, you lot are deluded.
Yeah.
Fam, and this is why God says, place no man before him, blood. Because what you're doing, what you lot spend your time doing, is one big bag of celebrity worship. Right. Yeah. Then you're mad when man's just doing human stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Bro, what are you mad about, bro?
Yeah. I know.
Stop the celebrity worship. When you stop that, you'll be alright. Cause when man does something mad, you're just thinking, you know what I'm saying, bro? Like, bro, people are literally just changed their lives yesterday. Like, financially. Just yesterday. And you want them to fall into it doesn't go like that.
Yeah.
It doesn't go like that.
People
life experiences.
I feel like people are very quick to place people in boxes that they didn't even want to be in and that they even asked for. Bro, I said, you know what I said? Even about
people in my DM asking me why I'm not talking upon certain situations.
Yeah, I get that all the time, brother. I get that all the time.
It's different for you.
No, it's not.
You be talking about the situations though.
Yeah, but the thing is,
they want you to address it.
Yeah, but the thing is, sometimes people don't think about stuff properly. No. Like, what they'll do is they think, because I'm having conversations about topics and I'm having conversations with artists, that I'm going to be sitting here and talk about everything. No, listen, it's not like me sitting and having a conversation about speculating about this one sending for that person or this happening in this art, like whatever it is, artistry wise, or, you know, these little things happening, and comparing that to like a complete mad sort of police investigation type. These things are completely different.
Bro.
And so sometimes, for me who speaks on certain things or whatever, sometimes there has to be a moment where I step back and say, hold on, wait, let me just chill out a little bit and just watch.
Morality though. Morality. That's where morality plays its part. You know what I'm saying, bro?
But I guess, for you, they probably start thinking, why are you speaking?
Bro, listen, things that ain't like, but I don't speak on anything, bro. And I'm the kind, like, I'm mad old school, bro. Like, I'm not from share everything on social.
Yeah.
Share what to who, bro. I have problems sharing with the people that actually care about, man, for real.
Yeah.
Let alone sharing with people that don't give a shit about, man. I just want it for their entertainment, just to see what I think of this and see how many other situations my opinion has caused after I talk about that situation or whatever situation it is, bro. You know what I'm saying? it's just mad. People have grown accustomed to people not being able to pick up the phone no more. I've got a problem with Chuckie, so I go and tell my Instagram.
I know.
When I've had your number before Instagram was invented.
Right.
Now they've got accustomed to artists playing the fool.
Yeah.
And going and speaking to this like
yeah,
this.
and doing that and doing
then
this. You see when I've got enough.
I could have rung you, yo Chuckie.
Yeah,
this is the situation. And a lot of
or send me your number, bro.
Yeah, and a lot of the times that's how grown men deal with things behind closed doors. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Enough conversations sometimes being had.
And you know what? It's nicer when it's like that because there's no pressure and things get resolved.
Right.
Things don't get resolved on the internet because now embarrassment's in the air.
Yeah, exactly. Pride, ego, all of that.
All of that's in the air, so it can't get resolved. Whereas a man to man on a phone situation, like, yo, brother, this is what was said. Oh, no, brother, it wasn't even that. Such and such and such. Okay, cool, bless.
Calm. Nah, facts. Anyway, you're with Puma and that. I know they had you in the studio and whatnot. Talk a little bit on that. Yeah, there was I'm hearing some generational thing from youths from the ends and.
There's a guy called Myers, cold rapper.
Right.
Another guy called Vils, cold rapper they're both from my area, and I feel like what Puma was doing is great. You know what I'm saying? They basically held the hub for us guys as 3 generations of them to connect and do a track and talk about our different experiences through the generational perspective, which was nice to even outside of the music to hear their perspective. You know, they're 2 young men that are ready to make a transition, and the transitional period is the hardest period because that's when your life changed dramatically and things get awkward. Being around certain people that was on certain things before, these situations get awkward. So we conversated about that, you know what I'm saying? And it was good to talk to some young men because I'm so far away from that period of transitioning now. It was good to just remember and say, oh yeah, it sounds even like it's harder now. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And just to touch base with them and give them an opportunity.
Yeah. And it's good to chat to them, bro.
Yeah, bro, it is, man.
See where they're at.
Bro, it is, man. And these are 2 good young brothers, you know. No, there was none of that, like, it's my God-given right to be here sort of attitude. You know what I'm saying? So any opportunities that come again, I'll definitely
take that.
Yeah, I'll definitely be sending their way. I took Myers on tour already, but Vils, I just met Vils during this. So he's good guy.
So yeah, project coming out 2021. You know, we're looking forward to it. I'm sure you are looking forward to letting people hear it now.
I want it out now because I keep recording music out of fast pace.
Why don't you just stop? See, like when you finish doing the album, why don't you just stop, bro? I hear that.
I get lost about it, bro. When it's like I've been at home these few days and I've been enjoying home. I've been enjoying it, but I realise, boy, something about talking to that mic, you know, bro.
I hear that.
Like, yeah, man, can't put a price on that.
100%. We gotta leave. Have you got album of the year?
Huh?
Have you got album of the year?
Probably Decade, to be fair.
Right. Oh, that's all right. I'm gonna.
Yeah, it's just like, bro. It's. I don't know. Art. It's all, what do you call it? What's the word they say when they say you can't judge the art or something? What's that? Relative or this.
Oh yeah. No, it's for you. That's when I ask anyone that question, I ask music heads, because usually I'll always get an answer that is not the noise answer, not the like, you know, the big one that sold this, that, and the other. I'm talking, when I ask that question, I ask it to people who I know are going to give me a response that it's like, I felt this. You know what I'm saying?
It's my best.
Right.
My best album.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, it's my best album.
Yeah, I'm battling with what's in mind so far. But I'll tell you one thing I'm listening to a lot though is Potter Papers thing, Training Day.
Hard.
Yeah, I'm listening to that a lot, man. But yeah, by the end of the year, I'm gonna do my favorite ones.
This year.
Are you asking me?
Yeah.
Top 3. Oh, do you know what? I can't give you a top 3, you know, but I could say that Training Day's in there. I could say Shay Lingo's project's in there.
Cold.
And I could say, oh, bruv.
What? Not a nines, bro.
It's there.
Nines thing's cold.
Nines is definitely in my top 5. Because I'm gonna say, I don't know. I'd probably say nines. I probably would say nines still. It might even be my top 2. I'm still trying to shuffle it around. I'm only going by what I'm listening to at the moment. When I'm on my way here, training days, yeah, Pastor Lou's thing's good.
His thing crazy.
His thing's good.
Take his thing in again. Do you know, like his thing kind of futuristic.
Yeah, his thing was hard.
Chuckie.
You want me to hear it again?
Chuckie.
Take it out. Say no more.
Alright,
say no more. Say no more. Say no more. What's his name? Hedy's thing was good as well.
I haven't taken
Hedy's thing was good. Take that in.
I haven't taken that.
Take that in. Layered, structured.
Yeah.
And you see different sides to him. Production.
Cold.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll do that later. JD and a Duffle Bag podcast gets love and guidance every time, brother. Yeah, man. We ain't seen each other for a minute, but it was good to see this.
It's mad still. It's mad.